my YouTube channel. For today's video, we will talk about the seven environmental principles. Second is, all forms of life are important. All living organisms were created for a purpose in relation to humans, other species on Earth, and global ecosystems in general. Thus, when a species becomes extinct, it is like removing the piece of a jigsaw puzzles from the web of life. The variety of life forms manifested by the different levels of biological diversity, community, species, and genes contribute to the stability of the environment. Food webs, food change, and ecological relationship link plants and animals together in the web of life. Even bacteria and insects, snakes, and rats have ecological function even though humans perceive them as parasites or pests. So third is, everything must go somewhere. Ang lahat ng bagay ay may patutunguhan. Byproducts of consumptions go back to the environment. Everything that we throw away, piece of paper, leftover food, peeling of fruits, plastic wrappers, used containers, have to go somewhere. Even plants and animals have their own waste, faces, urine, dead animals, and branches. It is the law of nature that the products by metabolism return to the soil, act upon first by worms, bacteria, and fungi, and then converted into minerals to be again absorbed by plants and eaten by animals. In short, they enter into a material cycle that is an integral part of ecosystem. But what happens if what we throw in artificial products such as plastic? The natural bacteria cannot recognize them and may not be capable of breaking them apart. These non-biodegradable products must enter another material cycle, the one that goes to the factory to be manufactured into new product. Those that retrieval, collections, and recycling of these materials become necessary so that they do not pollute land, water, habitats. So fourth is, ours is a finite earth. Ang kalikasan ay may hangganan. Everything that we need is provided by nature in abundance: food, water, energy, minerals, and airs. However, some resources that we depend upon nowadays are extracted excessively but are slow to replace. These non-renewable resources experience limit to supply. For instance, fossil fuels produced over thousands of years may be exhausted in 100 years. Some energy sources like water and wood may be replaced easier but have become inaccessible due to pollution and excessive extraction. Diminishing forest over have resulted from logging and effective reforestation. So fifth is, nature knows best. Ang kalikasan ang mas nakakaalam. Nature manifests certain processes that enable it to maintain balance and remain in a state of equilibrium. The nutrient cycling of nitrogen, carbon, sulfur, and phosphorus in the air, water, and land indicates that minerals are utilized within the confines of the earth. The flow of energy from the sun enables light to be converted into sugar in plants through photosynthesis, and later for consumer organisms to obtain energy from plant starch. Food chains and food webs allows transfer of energy from producer and consumers and provide the means of all living organisms to acquire nutrition. Population control also occurs naturally through predator prey relationship. The equilibrium is the ecosystem is maintained. Thus, if humans intervene unforeseen negative impact known as ecological backlash may arise. Food are oftentimes backlashes of excessive felling of trees. The next is nature is beautiful and we are stewards of God's creations. Different religions from Islam to Buddhism to Judeo-Christian to indigenous peoples, animisms express the belief of caring for the earth, including all creatures. Thus, it is the goal of environmental education and biodiversity conversations education to motivate targets audience towards developing an eco-spiritual that moves terms into a more meaningful relationship with nature and the greater participations of the biophysical economic process that make this world a better place to live in. 7 is everything change. Changes in the biophysical world occur naturally. As they say, there is nothing more impermanent in this world than change. Consider the following examples. Metamorphosis is of caterpillars to butterflies. Illustrate morphological change that occurs in the living forms that increase of vegetations on earth, augmented the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere through time. Human-induced changes can demand. So guys, that's all. Thank you and God bless.